Hey folks, it's Matt aka Slash. Welcome back to Slash Build. We're gonna continue working on the Nether Hub today. So let's get right to it. I did a decent amount of work off camera, you're about to see. Frame rate. So here we are. I put up the walls and these, I think I started putting these pillars in last time. Or was I finishing this up? I don't even remember. I should have probably looked at that before I started, but oh well. I think what I did since last time is I finished this up, I extended it up one more to the ceiling. I thought at first it looked a little tall or big up at the top compared to the bottom, but I think this works. So I'm gonna stick with it. I also did the walls, used lapis lazuli blocks as sort of like pillars or columns here, and I think that that's working very nicely. And I set up my entrance to the track to the end and dug out a tunnel all the way down to the coordinates I needed to place an end portal, so that's actually all set up. I want to try and figure out what to do with this actual track then. And so we might work on that today. I also set up a track to the farm, and I did that through this corner one, because it is more often that direction. Sort of, what is that? Let's see, east, so northeast is more or less the direction that that's heading. So I didn't want to devote this one to it, because I figured this one could be in a more east direction, in case I decide to set up a portal over there somewhere. These corners gave me a little bit of trouble because of the way that the stairs wrapped around and the way I wanted to try and build this out. I ended up, that's a stair turned that way so that it would round off. And then obviously that's a stair, that's a stair. That's just a full block. And I think that works. Oh, except this should be rounded off this way, which means I'm gonna have to redo these. Let's see if I can manage to get this to work. That one, and then that one. Come on, let's do it. Do it. Do it. Wait, that's not right. Okay, and then this one and this one need to change. So there and there. There we go. Now it's right. I need to get a full block in there. I ended up having to come up with another chest. Can I get this from down here? Hup. It. Rup. It. Now can I place it? No, alright, that's enough of that. Enough of those shenanigans. Just get up there and do it the old-fashioned way. So, I have a funny story I wanted to tell you. I'm finally getting around to looking into doing my taxes for 2012. So, I headed off to... Well, I think we were at Target already, me and the wife and the kids, for one reason or the other. Yeah, this one's already correct. And I don't actually remember why we were there, but since we were there, just decided to go ahead and pick up TurboTax because they had it on a display there, and they had it on sale for like $10 off, something like that. I went, okay, that's a good deal. So I pick it up. As per usual, you know, nothing particularly strange about the transaction or anything, other than the normal stuff you get at Target. But I get it home, and the next day, is this backwards stairs over here? I have to double check to make sure that I'm doing this the same way I'm doing all the other ones. Yeah. So that's backwards stairs. I need to get some stairs out of here. But yeah, I get it home and I start to install it. And I realize, partway through the install, that the screens are all saying for tax year 2011. Now, I got this brand new off the shelf at Target, and I'm sitting here thinking, you've got to be kidding me. Oops, that's supposed to be like this. You've got to be kidding me. The software is for last tax year, not the most recent tax year. And now I've opened it, and most of the stores, their policy is, you know, you open the software, it's yours. So we don't want anybody trying to, you know, rip us off by opening the software and then, you know, copying it and then returning the original and then, you know, basically getting the software for free. So that's generally the policy. And I'm fuming at this point. I'm like, oh, yeah. This is the way they're going to do it. They're going to, you know, just try and hide it and be like, oh, yeah, well, let's see, we'll put this 2011 TurboTax out, and then the customers won't notice, and, you know, then we won't be able to return it. We'll get all this, you know, money for nothing. I'm automatically jumping to conclusions. My wife says, well, why don't you let me call him? I'm like, fat lot of good that's going to do you. You know? But I let her call. She calls him up, talks to electronics, and they're like, yeah, bring it in. We'll exchange it for you. I'm like, oh. That was easy. So we go in yesterday, I think it was, to exchange it, and learned that the reason they were so obliging, you know, so accommodating to exchange it for us, is that apparently the distributor had used the same barcode for TurboTax last year as they're using for it this year. And as a result, they sent the wrong one. When they placed the order in the system, they sent the wrong one. Why doesn't this feel right? What am I doing wrong over here? Okay, it's just the pillar. Oh, that's just supposed to be jungle wood. So yeah, they use the same barcode as last year, and now people are trying to figure out what to do with all these 2011 turbo. Well, like, why do they even still have TurboTax 2011 in packaging, like ready to sell? Why are they doing that? That's what I don't understand. Give me that, because I really want netherrack. Oh, actually, in the next patch, netherrack is a lot less useless, because in the next patch you're going to be able to smelt it for nether brick, like a singular brick, and then combine those like you do clay bricks into this stuff, the nether brick blocks. Okay, so then 3 stairs across another pillar. I cannot remember this pattern for the life of me. Doesn't matter if I had done it last week or 10 minutes ago. I don't think I'd be able to do this without running back and forth like a maniac. So yeah, we took it in, we got it all straightened out, and there was no additional drama. They took care of us, and I was happy about that. A lot of times, you know, person will be like, well, you should have looked. And it's the stupidest thing, because they don't show you on the... Look at this. Let me digress just a second. Look at how cool this particle effect is. With all the particles swooshing in 4 different directions in these portals. I just think that's really neat. But yeah, I would have thought, like, a lot of situations like that, I would have expected them to be like, you know, tough luck. You know, you could have read the package. But, I mean, the package doesn't have the year on, like, the front where you would look for it. It has it on the spine of the sort of book of the package. Which I've always found hilarious, because they have it in a sleeve as well, so you can't open the quote-unquote book until after you've bought it, and all that that book does is try and sell you the product that you just bought. Whatever. But yeah, they really should advertise a little bit more clearly what year you're buying on the product, rather than allowing a situation like what just happened to us happen. Okay, let's get this down. Man, I should have brought a slower pick. I love my high efficiency picks. I broke the last one, tunneling out. Actually, I think I was gathering netherrack, is what I was doing whenever that one broke. Not netherrack. Sorry. I meant endstone, because I'm thinking for the end tunnel, I'm thinking at least the station at the other end I want to do in endstone. I don't know necessarily that I want to do the whole thing that way, like the whole length of this tunnel, but I would like to try to do at least the station at the other end. So yeah, all right. Now speaking of that tunnel, rather, I'm gonna turn to you guys for a little bit of advice, because I'm not exactly sure what the best way to handle that tunnel is. And the problem that I'm running into, which you might be able to guess in terms of layout, is this whole thing was done in even numbers because these nether portals are even numbers. Well, now over here, the track is only 1 block wide, but I've got a 4-block wide space. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that it's going to look nice. And I would certainly appreciate any advice that you can give to, yeah, it's 3 by 4, okay. To help with the aesthetics of the tunnels that actually head off in those directions. So let me know in the comments if you have any ideas on how I can make a... So 3 by 4 needs 12, so that should be good. How I can make an even numbered gap work with an odd numbered track. Let's go ahead and dig all this out. So I think, can I fit up there, or am I going to die if I teleport up here? I hope I don't suffocate. Okay, that's good. Let's get the lights in. Boom, boom. Don't dink. Ow. Don't dink donk. Bones cracking. There. So that's the way those are gonna go. Oh, I need to do the floor yet. This netherrack out. That is so fast, this pick. Just rips right through it. The trick, if you don't know, with these high efficiency tools and very low hardness, high softness, so to speak, materials like netherrack, sandstone, that sort of thing, is to stand back and get yourself at the edge of the tool's range. Is that all I had? I need to bring that out one more, I think. Oh no, I want nether brick there. That's right. Do I have some? I still have some. Gorgeous. That's the finished product right there. Alright, the other thing that I'm gonna probably wait for is actually putting the track in. I can work on the tunnel and get the tunnel working. You know, try and come up with something aesthetically pleasing. And ideally different for each destination, so that it's maybe themed off of where I'm going. Like maybe for the farm, silk touch a bunch of grass. and do grass and you know, maybe use shears on some tall grass. I don't know if bone meal will plant tall grass in the nether or not, but maybe do that so that it's kind of a naturey destination, because that's heading off to quote unquote the farm, you know, sort of a naturey country area. And then see if I can use end stone a lot and some obsidian if I can in this one. And what do else do I have? I have the nether fortress, which I could use nether brick for, I suppose, but it's kind of already in use here, so there's maybe something different for that. And I'm pointing at this one. I have no idea if that's actually the direction that I'm going. So I have to get those coordinates shortly. Alright, well, let's take a break here for a moment while I work on finishing out the rest of these little areas here. Whoops. And we'll get back to you in a moment. Alright, and we're back. I kind of ran out of materials working on this one. I need another glowstone lamp here. But I did something a little bit different down here. Let me show you. This is the original floor plan. Alright. So you have the nether brick just goes across on the back, and then it's wood between here. And then this is the new version that I thought of as I was putting this together. I think I like this better. I think this feels a little bit more symmetrical and aesthetically pleasing than this version. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this one out. But yeah, I ran out of glowstone lamps. I'm going to have to go back and pick some more up, or possibly make some more. I'm not sure how many I have. I'm also very low on nether brick. In fact, I believe I am fresh out of nether brick. Yep. Yes, I am. Alright, well. See you next time. No. No, we can, we'll go take a look, see if there's something else that we can work on in the meantime. Is this taken up all the way? Yeah. Felt a little cramped up there. There. Just do that for now. Alright, let's head back to base. I think we're going to take as much of this netherrack with us as we can. Which one is it? The problem with doing a symmetrical design is that I cannot remember which of these 4 portals I stuck my chest in front of. Let's bring as much of this back as we can, just to free up some space. And up we go. So I checked on the status of the SMP server right before, well, earlier today, not right before recording, but earlier today. And it was down. So probably not going to get a new SMP video to you on Monday. We will see. Depends on how things go the rest of the week. I actually have a little bit of extra time, I think. Oh, hold on a second. I was working on a little something earlier. There we go. I like my connected textures in Optifine. But I was working on something where I needed to have them turned off. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll have it on the end of this video. Maybe it'll premiere with Feed the Beast. It all depends on how much time I have. Where am I going? It all depends on how much time I have for editing this week. Do I have... Oh, I do have a bunch of those in there. That's good. Do I have a place for netherrack? Yes, I do. This is actually worth hanging on to now, like I said, because of the update coming up. Where is my nether brick? There, I have stairs in here. Yeah, just keep it like that. Emergency supply. Where's my actual brick, though? You would think with it being pictures... Oh, it was right here! Heaven's sakes. Bring a bunch of that along. A couple more. That's probably good. So get about half a stack of lamps. Might need some more levers as well to power them. Let's see, what else do we need? Do we need anything else? Got plenty of jungle wood over there. How much endstone do I have in here? Oh, I have lots of endstone in here. Let's bring as much of this as can fit. Because if we're going to do a whole tunnel in endstone, we're going to need quite a bit of it. Alright, let's head back over. See what we can do to finish up that entrance. But yeah, what I'm working on is... it's all the rage for YouTubers these days. This sort of end slate or outro sequence where basically it's designed to remind you what channel you've been watching, let me make some more path labs here. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. But remind you what channel you're watching, to like, comment, subscribe, all that typical YouTube-y type stuff, and provide links to some of the other videos on the channel. Just to sort of, self-promote a bunch of other things that you might be working on or you might have going. So, because not necessarily everybody who watches this series, for instance, watches Feed the Beast. Or maybe not everybody that watches Feed the Beast is interested in vanilla Minecraft content. So they won't tune into that. And that's fine. But you should at least give it a chance. Because it's good stuff. That's just my unbiased opinion. Yeah, unbiased. Anyway, but I had a cool idea for it, and I'm hoping that it pans out. And I had recorded some video for it earlier, basically right before recording this episode. And the concept is that what you do in here, and I think I had mentioned this briefly in another video, but what you do is you set up Minecraft, you set up a texture pack for it that has the glowstone texture as being completely green or purple or some color that's not present in the scene that you're trying to film. And this is a green screen effect that you're going for here. And what you do with that then is you apply that, and you also set up glass so that it is completely transparent. So there's essentially no texture for it at all. Darn it. Pardon me. Let's get that up there. So once you have all that set up, then... There we go. Then you can set up a green screen effect like the local news weather people use and whatnot. I mean, most people are familiar with the green screen technology. Technically, chroma key, I think, is what it's called, or how it's referred to, where post-processing you key in on that particular color and you remove it and replace it with transparency so that you can stick your own background in. And that's what I was working on, and that's why, because whenever you have connected textures on in Optifine, the glass transparency texture doesn't work. It goes back to the default somehow. I don't know how any of that works, but that is apparently the way that it happens. So you have to turn that off to make that work, and that's why that was off. Long-winded explanation over. Oh, man. There we go. We're getting there now. Take the floor out. Oh. Using these efficiency tools can be really tricky. It is not fun trying to dance around the fast block removal. Dang it! See, now this... Okay, there's another thing that you can do to help out. If you have a harder block nearby when you're breaking one like that, try and place that behind the block you're breaking. So that when I was breaking that half slab, when I broke it, the next block I'm hitting is this. If the next block I'm hitting is this, chances are I'm going to tear through it before I know to stop clicking. Random Minecraft tip of the day from Slash. That could be an amusing short format series. Just random crap. Like, I'm a big fan of Conan O'Brien, and on Conan, around the holidays, they had one of the crew members on his show do a skit called, oh, was it like cheap Christmas gifts or something like that? I forget exactly what that was the concept. I forget what they called it. But it was pretty hilarious because the guy's delivery was so deadpan that you like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, I guess, but it just made the whole thing so much better than it would have been otherwise. And what were some of the tips that he was giving? He was like, you know, they all involved the same piece of material. It was always like, you know, take a piece of duct tape, cut it in half, stick it to it, you know, itself. Boom, belt. You know, it's something along those lines. And just the way that he delivered it was hysterical. I don't remember for the life of me now how I got on that topic. What was I talking about that led me to think of that guy? Oh, the random tips of the day. So it could be kind of like that. Where, you know, 15-second video. You're breaking a block with some netherrack behind it. Turn, and so there's another block behind it. Boom. Problem solved. I probably do not have near enough material to actually make such a series worth it. But maybe if I'm feeling goofy someday, I'll put something like that together. I think Generic B has a thing. I don't get it. I've only checked out one episode of it. But he has this thing called Minecraft Free Fraps. And Fraps is a common recording piece of software for Windows. And many of the YouTubers, especially the Minecraft players, will use Fraps to record. Let's work on one of these corners real quick before we close out the episode. And the free version only lets you record like 30 seconds, something like that. And I think it has resolution limits or something along those lines. I'm not sure on the details of it, but he does this series where he essentially, I guess he fires up the free version of Fraps and just whatever happens, happens. Like I don't think he really is trying to record anything. The one that I saw seemed like it was just bits of random Skype conversation while the program was recording the lower right-hand corner of the screen. It was decidedly odd, but it's that sort of like, you know, I just feel like being goofy today, and this is the way I'm gonna do it. Let's see, is that the way that goes? That looks about right. We need to take this out. These corners were tricky. Trying to make them work, given the strange dimensions that we're dealing with here. Now, which way did I do this? I have them going into it. So that one's right, this one's wrong. Like that. There. So that's like a V shape, and then that goes like that. And then we need to go here and here. And then we'll have... We put a lever back there. Where are my lamps? There they are. We put a lever there. It'll power that one and that one. Oh, I'm down. I'm down one too far. That's how you know. There we go. And that's just gonna come around this way, like that. And then I just have to hollow that out. But that's how I did the corner. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm gonna probably finish up these two corners. In the meantime, please, 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 please. I crave your feedback. I need it for this over here. I have no idea how to make this look nice. So if you have any ideas on how to do a minecart shaft in even numbers, minecart track, I mean, in even numbers, that it looks good, and that it doesn't feel lopsided, please let me know in the comments. I definitely would appreciate that. And thank you so much for watching. If I'm super fast with editing, you'll get the end slate at the end of this. I am betting that you probably just get the simple fade to black. Because I don't think I'm going to get that far. But anyway, I'm rambling. I always ramble. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Where's the chest?